All right, you guys have seen that made no sense. Have you guys seen this new TikTok where this baby got thrown into a pool?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
It's like swimming training or something, right?
Yeah. I actually saw it on Kev's page first, and I was like, what the fuck?
They chucked it in?
Yeah, they just jump in and the baby goes in for like 4 seconds and then comes back up and floats.
Yeah, it's like survival tactics for babies.
I heard it was like kind of natural.
Okay,
Baby Navy SEAL training.
No baby should ever have to experience this.
Eliminate all that info and just view this video for what it is.
It looks fucking wild.
Can I go home and do it to Taika immediately?
No, because they actually say don't do that.
Big. He's gonna
this
sink
baby-
immediately.
Oh, I didn't see this one.
This baby has gone trained like for 2 months.
Oh.
So you have to reach a certain level of training before you do this. Here we go.
That's a fat baby.
I can't watch these. No, I can't watch these.
She just chucks him in there.
Oh, that's awesome.
Good job, buddy.
That's so cool.
He's swimming.
Yeah, that way if they ever fall in the pool, they don't die.
That's amazing.
I can't do it.
Here's another version of it.
That doesn't even look like a baby no more.
I think that's the brother.
I know, from the head first.
Yeah.
I like the music too. It's all intense.
These are all different videos of the same.
That's awesome.
I can't do it.
What, it scares you?
Yeah, I hate it.
I get it.
They don't even know to hold their breath in and take a breath in.
No, they do know.
Really? Yeah.
Like natural
Toss them
instincts.
in there. Like,
Didn't you have Taika in the swimming lessons?
Yeah, but not like that.
They didn't chuck him in?
No, it was literally like tick tock, tick tock. I'm a little cuckoo clock, and I'm just holding him the whole time.
And you're just
he would not
they're
survive
just
this.
getting used to the splashes.
They
That's
didn't
it.
hold him by the leg and then just drop him in.
I like how it looks like you're at a river and you're just throwing
I
logs
can't.
into the water.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, so this is Krista with her 2 boys and her husband.
He looks like he likes water.
So she posted on her TikTok that video, the first video that we saw, and she captioned it with, it says, Oliver amazes me every week. I can't believe he is barely 2 months in and is catching on so fast. He is a little fish. Hashtag baby, hashtag swim. This went viral. It currently has 5.1 million like hearts.
How judgy are people being?
oh, I bet.
Yeah.
I saw a Twitter post that she chucked him in there like a fucking bath bomb.
That's one of the comments. Dropped him in there like a bath bomb.
I'm more delicate with my bath bombs than that lady was
Yeah,
with the baby.
same.
I don't want it splashing everywhere.
I know.
Yeah.
I toss my dog more delicately than how she handled that baby.
Yeah, so the instructor is actually like a family member, like a relative, who is a trainer at this particular facility where they do this like survival, like what Gio was saying, the survival baby swimming. Yeah.
It looks
Just to make
super
that
dope.
If a
No
baby
one does
falls
it.
in,
Oh.
and like just in case a baby falls in, that they're able to know how to roll on their back and float so they could breathe and stay alive. And so for, like I said earlier, for these babies and the people who actually conduct these programs, they say do not just fucking coldly go in there and throw your baby in the water. They need to have training. Yes, exactly. Because a lot of people, like parents, especially like in our generation and before, they think like, oh, you need to learn how to swim, and they just push you
Oh,
in.
yeah.
That's how I learned.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
These people are lucky that it's these people doing it. Because if Bart was doing it, he'd be like, your baby needs to know how to get into a pool if they got there from a helicopter.
Or if we tie a rock to them.
Yeah, right.
That's exactly why so that one video where she throws them in head first, they're saying that they're trying to train these kids to be prepared for any type of fall. So from that
That's why they're throwing them like in different
like that,
ways.
because it's like in case they fall from a boat.
Yeah.
So that's why they're doing it. But the people, like the people who actually created this program, they're like, that's too much. Like,
Really?
that's an unrealistic situation. Like, there's no reason why a kid would fall, and also with that amount of force. Like, that's not a natural fall. Because they're saying that the reason why they're throwing them in the first place is to cause like disorientation, so they know how to come back up to the surface and breathe. But the people who actually created this program are like, no, that's not
What
good.
about a dude perfect baby where they throw the baby off a trampoline and see if you can get into the pool on the other side?
'Cause that happens all the
Those
time.
ping pong ball things
Well,
they have.
they do miss, but you don't see those.
Or a
cuts.
human cannon baby. Because they're like a cannonball size, right? And it's like a circus. Boom.
Yeah, we have a friend who has a kid that's a few months younger than Taika, No, he actually just turned 1, so he's like a whole fucking almost 2 years. And now because he went through that training, like now he can just jump right in, and then he just knows to come back up and just chill.
Which I think
looks
is super dope. But we've watched the progression of it, and like the first couple of classes, the baby does choke on water a little bit, and then it cries, so it feels bad. But for me, I guess as a dad, I'm like, I think this is dope. I think it's worth going through that pain to have a baby that's like drown proof or whatever.
Yeah,
She doesn't want to do it.
I get it too, and I get Geo too. So I'm kind of in the middle. I'm like, I don't know if I could,
Yeah, I can't
but I don't know if I could.
Because then if he did fall in the pool, you're thankful that he did the training.
Yeah.
Right, but that's why for me, I'm like, I'm just gonna put a fucking fence around my pool.
But then for other situations, like, you know, vacations or whatever.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's gonna wear 2 life vests. And I'm gonna be tied to him.
Nice. Wow.
So you're gonna pull him down with your weight?
Yeah. If I die, he dies with me.
Well, I mean, it's a good thing. I think now by Taika's age, like he can actually learn how to swim instead of doing this, because this is for like
Babies, yeah.
Taika's so monstrous to me that when I imagine this, I imagine him like in a 90s shitty action movie with a knife in his mouth swimming around.
How cute. With Rambo shit on his face.
Kind of like
That's
what
what I
Bart looked
see.
like in one of those skits that we did. The fucking
Let's have some fun.
that one. The Let's Have Some Fun.
Oh, maybe Taika should be Rambo for Halloween this year.
Plastic knife. I know it'd be way badass if it wasn't.
Just stick it onto a
You're
pacifier.
like Bart.
I get it.
Plastic knife.
Stick it onto a pacifier.
Girlfriend, he's not with the pacifier anymore. You're so cute.
He's always like 10 months old to
He
me.
doesn't have a taller body no more.
He has a fucking 30-year-old man with a mortgage body by now, dude. He's huge.
Yeah, he's jacked.
That's true. He went straight to dad bod.
No, he does not have a dad bod. He's got a 6-pack and little pecs.
It's terrifying.
That's adorable.
Yeah, I can't do that, man. I can't. Like, just fucking crib training or having him sleep on his own and him crying. I was already like, I fucking hate you.
Have you guys seen that actually in real life? They're doing that kind of training in real life. No, have you seen it in real life?
No, but
Oh, in
'cause I
real life,
can't.
as in like in front of me?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, because when you mentioned your neighbor, I thought that they.
Oh no,
Oh,
our
no.
friend. We follow them on Instagram,
Well, because they live in Florida.
and they were showing the progression like
Yeah.
every single week.
Yeah.
I wonder how
Wow.
they teach that.
Yeah. What are the first lessons?
Yeah, because for me, okay, like fear sometimes can be based on that creature's experience of it, right? So like a dog might be, you throw them in there and they're like, it's not scary or whatever, right? And in the baby, I think a lot of times humans, they're taught fear or trauma based off of how the parents respond to what's happening, right? 100%. So if the baby thought this was playtime and they're not reacting in a way that's traumatic, is that a bad thing? But I don't know. So that's why I posed that question. Because if the baby's having a traumatic time, I think that sucks.
For sure. So when I was very young and stupid, I was a young mother, okay? Be easy on me. But we had a pool, and so when Isaac was like 9 months old or something, we had like the little like fucking floaty thingy that I put him in.
The flotation pool,
No, not the
inflatable pool. I mean,
So like around, like the ring thing around them.
Yeah, floaty that you just stick the baby inside. So he had one of those. And so we'd be swimming all the time, and like I would kind of like splash water, because even with baths, like this kid was always like terrified of water in his face, and so he'd always be like,
He's gonna drown.
yeah, always. And so I'm like, well, my thinking was like, if I just get him more used to it,
In the rain, he hates the rain. He's like,
I'm gonna drown, motherfucker!
no, I don't remember in the rain, but he probably would have been, because it was so extreme. So like I thought like maybe exposure therapy, right? So I would like splash water on his face, like, or like grab water and like trickle it down, and he'd be like and he'd be like sobbing, like if I was murdering him. And I'm like, come on, you're fine or whatever. And then like I'd take him out of the floaty and I'd hold him, and I'm like, come on, like just fucking warm up to it. But no, it literally never worked, and it got to the point where he hated swimming. He hated the water, and it took swimming with Joe in Hawaii for him to get over swimming. Wow. Literally, it took that trip.
I didn't know it was that bad for him.
It
We just had a fun time.
intense. It was so
Really? So before that, he wouldn't, because he was just fine. Oh, I remember he was afraid of the waves.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it took Nancy to be on the other side of the wave, and then from there, I didn't know he was that terrified though.
Yes, he had like a phobia of water.
Oh.
Yeah.
We were having a blast.
No, that's why I was just
Cute.
I mean, also like I was so young with like very little patience.
I don't think that's stupid though.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think it was mainly
just
the lack of
depends.
patience and lack of understanding that I fault younger Tiff for because she didn't have enough patience.
You probably did it so aggressively and fast. So it's not
Yeah.
exposure therapy in a way where you're supposed to do it little by little.
Yeah.
But like where you're just like
I got-
drowning his ass with buckets of water.
I got too impatient and even,
Waterboarding her son.
yeah, like even in Hawaii, like I'd just be so annoyed where I'm like, fine, then don't fucking come into the beach then. Like go over there and not have fun with the sand then. Like I don't know, I just didn't know how to deal with it. So not until then, like when you guys were swimming, then he finally got over it.
Cool.
Interesting. And then now he's doing swimming classes. He did.
Yeah,
really
he did swimming
well.
classes. He was killing it with all his strokes and yeah, he loves swimming now. Like he absolutely loves it.
Good.
The tough part with kids too is sometimes you don't know if they're over exaggerating and lying or they're really afraid. Because Taika, like he loves water, but there's something about like water in his eyes and he's always scared of getting like soap and water in his eyes.
It burned probably at one point.
Yeah, but so he's like, we're taking a shower together. He's standing next to me. The shower head is over here. I turn on the water and the minute he hears the sound, he goes, my eyes!
It's not even on him.
I'm like, it's not even on you, dude.
still
You're, oh,
dry."
my eyes! And he starts crying and sobbing as if it's
Well, I think-
really in his eyes.
So what I've learned from that, because I remember you saying that story. So Taika definitely had something like that.
Like a phobia of
Where
water.
where he got scared, and I remember the way you did it with Isaac, where I was like, oh shit, okay, let me learn from Tiff's story.
Sorry, Taika.
then- No. I mean it just naturally happens, you know.
I just put soap in his eyes to show him what it really is. But no, this is the real
No.
thing.
Hey,
Well-
baby up, you little baby, baby up.
Rubbing it in Bart style.
No, but because I remember that story, I like backed off and I let him trust me again. So like I would have to like back off and I would like let him kind of go at his own pace, and that's kind of because of your story I was able to like, because I would have done the same shit.
Oh, then you're welcome, Taika.
Yeah.
No, because that was the part that I never let him, and I'm glad you learned because for me, I didn't understand that he no longer trusted me. So whenever we would go swimming, he would be upset with me, like so upset, like I was his worst enemy.
See, because he associated the trust with you and the water. Like,
Yes.
Yeah, because I guess they've just felt like they weren't being listened to or under like paid attention to. Yeah, exactly. So well, at least when he takes a shower with me, because I let him do it, he doesn't cry the way he does with you.
For reals? Because I just turn on the water. He's having fun. I'm like, you want to take a shower? Shower. He comes inside. I turn on the water. My eyes! I'm like, don't,
Yeah,
you're dry, dude.
I just tell him, I'm like, here. I'm like,
He's still standing outside.
Yeah. He might as well be. He might as well be. He's like, my eyes!
yeah. For me, I'm just like, there's no water here. You see it? Look, stand there. And then he'll do it, and he's like, oh shit, okay. So I kind
He's
of
like, hold up, there's no water here.
He's like, but there's water in there. What the fuck?
He's like, I know. What the fuck is going on in there, bro?